Welcome to all. I am Jasmine from Emmanuel Arasar College of Education, Nattalam. Now, we are going to discuss about the topic reasons for gender inequality. Reasons for gender inequality. Gender refers to the social, cultural, and psychological differences between men and women. While gender inequality is the idea and situation that women and men are not equal. Gender inequality refers to unequal treatment or perceptions of individuals wholly or partly due to their gender. It arises from differences in gender roles. According to Giddens, gender inequality refers to the difference in the status, power, and prestige enjoyed by women and men in various contexts. It exists workplace, in society, in industry, and education. Next, reasons for gender inequality. First one, patrilineal system. First reasons for gender inequality is patrilineal system. Patrilineal, also known as the male line. One of the famous sociologists, Sophia Wolfe, considers patrilineal system as the root cause for gender inequality in Indian society. In this system, men are authoritative for controlling women and exploiting them. Then the women are to be in the care and protection of their father during childhood, husbands after their marriage, and sons in their old age or after the death of their husbands. Then the Indian women by and large are not allowed to take decision on their own and act independently both in and outside the home. Next, second reasons of gender inequality is poverty. Second reason, poverty. Poverty means not having enough money for basic needs such as food, drinking water, shelter, etc. They have a job but do not earn enough money for basic things such as food and a home. There are millions of people in this country who are living in poverty. It has been found out that 70% of women are below the poverty line. Where patrilineal family system is followed, poverty is the root cause for gender inequality. Since women are dependent economically on men, they are incapable of making independent decisions and act independently. Then, third reason, illiteracy. Third reason, illiteracy. Illiteracy means the inability to read or write. Illiteracy means the inability to read or write. In India, the illiteracy rate among women, especially in villages, is far higher than men. The illiterates are incapable of knowing their rights and properly utilizing the opportunities available to them to progress. Then next one, lack of employment opportunities. Next reason, lack of employment opportunities. Lack of employment opportunities is also called as unemployment, which is a state of joblessness. Joblessness results is follows: consequences, poor health, illiteracy, frustration and depression among youth, lack of peace in the families. Consequences also include discriminations, loss of skills and loss of self esteem. In Indian families, whether living in village or town, women spend most of their time in doing family routines. They do not have time to undertake job outside the home. Most of the women do not have regular income earning job. They are economically dependent on other male members in the family. Hence, women's economic dependence in the prime cause for gender inequalities. Then, next reason, social customs, beliefs, and practices. Next one, social customs, beliefs, and practices. Social customs are actions, behaviors, and standards that are shared and expected of the particular culture. Social customs are actions, behaviors, and standards that are shared and expected of a particular culture. The examples of the social customs would be shaking hands or bowing in the formal greetings. In India, where patrilineal family system is followed, the responsibility of looking after the family is assigned to women. Men are directed to fulfill the needs of the family and ensuring the protection of the family. Women are provided with lesser rights and are assigned the responsibility of assisting men. Boys and girls are trained from their childhood to fit in for these roles. Then this is the one of the reasons for the gender inequalities. Next one, parents' male preferences. Next reason, parents' male preferences. For more than 100 years, the Indian census has shown a marked gap between the number of boys and girls, men and women. This gap, which has nationwide implications, is the result of decisions made at the most local level of the family. Common wisdom is that the preference for son is motivated by economic, religious, social, and emotional desires and norms that favor males and make females less desirable. Parents expect sons but not daughters to provide financial and emotional care. Especially in their old age, sons add to family wealth and property while daughters drain in through dowries. Sons continue the family lineage while daughters are married away to another household. Indian families very much wish to have male children. Next one, dowry system. Next reason, dowry system. The dowry system in India refers to the durable goods, cash, jewels, and movable property has to be given to the bridegroom at the time of marriage. Parents consider female child as an economic burden. These traditions and social customs in the society develop anti-female social bias. Next one, social attitude among the masses. Next reason, social attitude among the masses. A social attitude was defined as a behavior pattern or tendency to specific adjustment or more simply a conditioned response to the social stimuli. It can be seen that well-educated people to have negative attitude towards women. In spite of these efforts of social activists and reformers who are earnestly fighting for long to establish the pride and dignity of women. The attitude prevalent in our masses, especially among rural people, against women could not be removed fully. Although these have been social and industrial development. The atrocities such as exploitations of women, subjecting women to sexual violence, and repressions of women by men and social insult still continue unabatedly. Next one, lack of awareness among women. Next one, lack of awareness among women. Most of the women are not aware of these fundamental rights and capabilities even today. What are the fundamental rights in India? Do you know? What are they? Rights to equality, rights to freedom, rights to against exploitation, freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. These are the fundamental rights in India. Most of the women are not aware of these fundamental rights. They are accustomed to silently swallow the insults and violence meted out of them. Even though equal rights and opportunities on par with men are guaranteed to women in the Indian Constitution, women are not fully aware of them. Violence against women still continues. In spite of being aware that they are neglected, women are hesitant to raise their voice against it as they are very much concerned about the welfare of their family and its pride. Generally, all over the world, the motherhood feeling of women makes them swallow the bitter feelings of their neglect and insults for the sake of their children. This is the root cause of gender inequalities. Okay, thank you.